You don't really know much about Halloween.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another unboxing video. I am Joel. I am one half of the Newly Deads. If you're not familiar with the Newly Deads, please go to our website at thenewlydeads.com to figure out who we are, what we do, and where to find us. We are content creators, we are artists, and if you're on our YouTube channel, you've already found all of the other videos that we have available here for you to check out. If you would like to watch our half-an-hour chat show called Dollar Store Drive-In, which is basically we'll find a movie out in the wild, we'll watch it, and then we'll discuss it in a comedic format. That is available on the following networks. I'll put them up here for you to see. We also convert that into a podcast, which you can find every week after the show has aired on Spotify. And please go check that out. One of our goals actually in 2025 is to grow the channel. So please like, share, and subscribe with all your friends, neighbors, families, everybody, etc. that that might be into this kind of content, because we would love to get things a little bit bigger. I'm not talking anything crazy, but every little bit helps. So thank you so much for that. We will be coming up on our one event that we're going to be doing this year as artists. That is going to be the Wolf Hollow Witches Market. I'll put the information up here on the screen. So if you would like to come by, say hello, tell us that you hopefully like our content. You'd like to see what we have available that we've made as artists, or just want to come by and, point and stare, please feel free. Like I said, the information I've put up on the screen, so you can check that out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you'd like to reach out to us directly, you can do so through our Facebook page, or you can reach us through our email address at contact@thenewlydeads.com, which I will put up here for you as well. So please feel free to reach out. We would love to hear from you. So on this episode, we have one thing that we're going to be showing off. It just came out. I know there's some other stuff that probably should be ahead of this in line, but I really wanted to talk about it, so I kind of pushed it up in the queue, so to speak. Now, I'm a fan of TerrorVision. If you are not familiar with TerrorVision, please go to their website, check out all that they have available. Specifically, if you're into low-budget slasher-type films primarily, but also shot on video, and just kind of odds and ends, things that are popular, have a cult following, but that maybe aren't quite the right fit for some bigger labels. TerrorVision does a fantastic job of putting things together, and I've purchased, I probably own 75% of what they put out so far, because they just are right in that sweet spot for me. So this is the first of a planned set. I believe there's 5 volumes planned. There's 4 more that are coming out after this one that I saw Brad talk about on his their various social media outlets. But what we're talking about today, we'll get to that, here is Shoestring Slashers. Now, this is a collection of 3 films that obviously, hence the title, Shoestring Slashers, will tell you that they are low-budget slasher films that maybe haven't had a shelf availability before, something maybe you could only watch on streaming, or that you maybe saw in some poor VHS copy that your friend made, that they found in the basement of some serial killer's home. Who knows? I don't know. But they're available here now. And the cover, I didn't catch what it was when I first saw this. But once I got the set in the mail, I looked at it. It's a really nice cover. It actually has a poster inside, which we'll get to in a second. But so what's on this set, you might ask? So the first thing we have here is Phantom Brother from 1988. This is about a teenager who is left orphaned by a car crash that wipes out his entire family, who is subsequently haunted by his dead brother. This is directed by William Zarka, who did Plutonium Baby and Mutnik, which all I got to say about that one is look it up. I'll just leave it at that. This stars John Gigante, which fun name, who was in Keeping the Faith, and he was in 14 episodes of Loving on TV, which was a soap opera back in the day. I don't know if it's still on the air. I don't think so. There wasn't any specific trivia about this one, but Needless to say, this is one of the ones I'm more interested in. It's not the most, but we'll get to that. Next, we have Beware from 1999. This is about 5 college kids who are out for some thrills who stumble upon an urban legend nightmare when they roam into the realm of Shane, a boy twisted by torture into a bloodthirsty madman said to stalk the woods in search of new victims. Sounds like a pretty prototypical, hack and slash spam in a cabin kind of thing. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But this is directed by Jason Daly, who did Beware from 2010, who did Scary Tales, The Return of Mr. Longfellow, which I don't know if that's related to the shot on video film Scary Tales. It's an anthology film, but you've never seen that one. I can only speak to that one. It's fantastic. It's on the shelf. Check it out if you like shot on video. There wasn't enough information on the people that are in this film to kind of expand on that, so we're just going to have to leave that alone. I did have a little bit of trivia, though, here. Self-released from the director, Beware had a very short lifespan and is considered a lost film for the past several years. So TerraVision got this transferred from the original tape master with a newly filmed, I don't know what to say, batch of extras. And it's a regional slasher film made in the late 1990s, as you can tell from the name. I should have probably checked the trivia out ahead of time because we've kind of talked about a lot of that already, but anyway. And finally, the one that I'm most interested in here is Basement Jack from 2009. This is about a young serial killer who preys on families during lightning storms. This is directed by Michael Shelton. This is his only credit. This stars Eric Peter Kaiser, who was in Miracle and Evolution, not Evolution, Evolution. This also stars Tiffany Shepis, which I had to include her because she is a genre staple. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. Who was in Terra Firma, the trauma film. Was also in Sharknado Part 2, the second one, which if you can see behind me, you might be able to see all of the Sharknado films on the shelf. A little bit of trivia here. Sam Skorina, Skoryna, I'm just going to say, you figure it out, did ride-alongs with police officers for a week to research the role of Chris Watts, which I assume is a police officer in the film. Don't know, haven't seen it yet, but it's been on my list for a while. So, all right, first of all, we have the box, which as you can see, like I said, is a cool box cover. He's standing in front of a bunch of old films there, looking like he's about to murder somebody. On the side, we have the names of the films. On the back, we have, again, the names of the film. Now, something that kind of sets us apart in terms of box sets is that if you're a fan of, say, like Vinegar Syndrome, and you like slipcovers, you got slipcovers on all of them. So, like I said, you've got a poster, which is essentially the exact same thing as the cover, so we'll just leave that as it is. First up, we have, we'll just go by in order of how they pop up in the set there. We've got Beware. Great cover there. On the back, we have just a little tagline about the film. Inside, we have the exact same cover on the disc itself. On the back, we have special features as well as images from the film. Inside, we have a card that talks about what else is available on the label. The disc itself is the same as the cover of the film. And then on the inside, we have, I probably should be careful with that. I don't want to blind you. A shot from the film. And I highly recommend TerraVision. Again, I'll just say that because I am definitely a fan. I was a subscriber for a short while, and then I don't know what happened. I just opted out for a while. Next up, we have Phantom Brother. There's a fantastic cover there as well. On the back, again, we have a little tagline and another image. On the inside, we have the slightly different cover. I was going to say the exact same cover, but nope, it is different. On the back, we have information about the film as well as some screen grabs from that. Inside, again, we have the list of things that they have available. We have the disc, which is essentially the same there as that. And then a very dark cover there. I don't know. I can't see if you can see that. Hopefully you can. But it's interesting that they chose to take screen grabs that are kind of darker, but the quality of the film, what you're going to do. And finally, like I said, the one that I'm most excited about, Basement Jack. There's the cover there. On the back, we have, again, another little quote from the film. Sorry about that. Inside, we have the cover there. On the back, of course, special features, information about the film, screen grabs. I didn't vet them to make sure they weren't naughty, but I'm pretty sure they're probably okay. Information about TerraVision. We have the disc itself, which is that. And then on the inside, we have, again, yet another shot there. Kind of dark, a little hard to see, but anyway, like I said, I did get confirmation already that there are 4 more editions that are planned. They've already got, I assume, the films picked out and are already working on mastering them. I don't know if that's all being done as we speak, but I do know that more is coming. And so if this sounds like something that you're interested in, from everything I've heard so far, it's been positive about this set. Just the packaging alone is stellar. I know it's the first box set that they have put out as TerraVision. I don't think it's going to be their last. And there's a lot more to come from them. I've recently gone on a bit of a binge. And so there's a lot more TerraVision to come. So buckle up, kids. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Joel from the Newly Deads. And remember that tomorrow is not guaranteed, so don't forget to unbox your heart. We'll see you next time.
This will be done, you see, between the real and the unreal. The dead might be looking at Halloween, the festival of Samhain. Happy Halloween.